Hello, my name is Mandy Brooks, and this is A Minute with Mandy. This is our first episode.
It's the first one.
This is the first one.
I get to be on it.
And this is the one and only Bob Kilpatrick.
The one and only.
The one and only. And Bob is very special to me because he is the one who helped be the fire starter and said, you need to do an album. And he is a producer on the album. And he has an extensive music career and is a published author.
Yes.
And has an extensive discography.
Discography. I love that word.
And
That's cool.
I was wondering if you would tell us a little bit about your journey, and also you have a big life change coming up ahead. If you'll tell us, what do you have planned in the future?
Well, I started out as an actor when I was young. I was always musical, but I was planning to be an actor. I moved to LA and I was doing that. And I became, I actually was making a living at it with meager, but still, and I got a part in the musical Hair.
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of funny because, considering, but I got a part in it. But I'm sitting out in front of the theater with a friend of mine. I was 17 years old, and I got a letter from my dad, and it said, come home, and had a check in it. And I'd been eating very poorly and living very poorly. And I thought I'm going to do it. So I skipped out. I blew off the part in Hair.
Wow.
And just said, I'm not. Barry McGuire was in that one. It was the LA version of the Broadway show. And I already had a part, but I decided I'm not going to do it. I've gone home. My life radically changed. I became one of those Jesus freaks that you hear about.
Yeah, I've heard about those.
Yeah, so I was one. I still am. How many years? 40-something years later. That was 1970. But I went home and I thought I actually gave up my dreams of being an actor, of being a musician. I broke my guitar, threw it in the fire. Decided not to do it. And then someone gave me a guitar and I started writing songs. But my songs now were just songs more spiritual than they were just, it wasn't sex, drugs, and rock and roll anymore.
Right.
And one of those songs just happened to get well loved, and made a way for me to do other things. And I got to work with a lot of great musicians, Andre Crouch, Danny Bell Hall, who was one of his background singers. We were recording our first album in Hollywood, and the Beach Boys were in the next room. And so we ended up hanging out, and there Brian Wilson's playing toesies with my third son, Andrew, and that kind of stuff. And as if you're in the music business, you meet a lot of people, and you get to work with a lot of people. One of the greatest guitar players in the world, Phil Keggy, is a friend of mine.
Oh, yeah, we've seen him perform.
I produced several albums with Phil.
Oh, wow.
And so other guys, Randy Stonehill and Sarah Groves and Noel Paul Stuckey from Peter, Paul and Mary, one of my musical heroes.
Wow.
And then to get to work with him on several occasions was pretty stunning to me.
Oh, yeah.
So I felt kind of blessed.
Sure.
So the life change is simply I've been pastoring a church here in Santa Rosa for 4 years, and I'm not going to do it anymore. And I'm working on a new book, and it's my fourth one, so it's I don't know, I need courage to write this book because I'm going to say the things I've been saying here locally, finally to a worldwide audience, I suppose you'd say, and that takes a little courage because it's different.
Yeah. And now, are you also working on a CD?
I am. It'll go along with the book,
Oh.
so they'll be sort of companions. It'll be the book version of the CD and the CD version of the book.
Now, I thought you just, were not going to do any more recording, and what happened?
Well, I decided I want to do one more at least.
Okay.
But I want my whole family to be involved. So I have 5 kids and 20 grandchildren, and they all play instruments, and they're all going to be involved.
Oh, this is
in
going to
fact,
be exciting.
This week, we're talking right after New Year's, and some of my kids were up visiting, and I gave them a bunch of my recording gear and said, I want you to take this down there and use it for what you do in Thousand Oaks. But when and I want you guys to record my album for me. I'll sing it, but you guys are all going to play on it. So it's going to be kind of fun because it'll be, there'll be 32 of us involved, 20 grandkids, 5 kids and their spouses, and Cindy and me.
I want to go to the live show.
Oh, let's do
Yeah.
it. We'll do one here.
All right.
We'll do one right
Okay,
here.
okay.
Get the whole troop up here, 32 people.
Okay, so we got that on tape, you know.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I didn't mean it. No, I did.
Well, we look forward to that, and we're very grateful for you in our life.
Well, I like your music. You know that already. I like your songs. I like your song choices. And I've always said about her that she sounds like if Janis Joplin had just been a folkie. Because you got that voice, I really like it. So thanks for using your gift.
Thank you for helping me to use my gift.
You're very welcome.
Bye.